We're shooting with expired AGFAChrome 50 RS, which is a color positive film that expired in 1991. In order to get the best results from it, we're going to need to overexpose for the decade rule, which is 3 stops, which should roughly bring this to about ISO 6. But I like to do the decade plus, which is essentially 3 stops plus 1. So we're shooting it at ISO 3. It's already a super sensitive film, and I don't know what to expect. Color positive film, most people say, is very forgiving, but I have found it to be the complete opposite. So we're going to give it just a little added boost and see what we can get here with the beautiful view of the Providence Capitol.
For me, expired film is just a way to have a little fun. I don't really obsess over it. I just look at it more as a curiosity, like, you know, how many stops do I need to overexpose this for? Will it even come out? You know, stuff like that. It's just interesting. Think of it in a way as just kind of like upcycling too. It's like this stuff is otherwise destined for the garbage, so why not just try to make some art out of it? Something cool might come out of it. Something might not. But I wouldn't say I obsessed over it. I just like it for the mystery and something to do. It's another reason to get outside.
Whew, man, we're out here at India Point on this little wooden bridge trying to photograph this storm that's coming in, and it's kind of intense. The wind has picked up, the wake on the ocean, the waves are splashing all over the place. I want to get a couple of exposures, but my issue is that this lightning is so fast. Before I even get a chance, I can barely even touch the shutter. It doesn't linger. So, gonna be some challenges for sure, but there's a rainbow. And then there's lightning bolts. Absolutely stunning. Wow, that light is absolutely stunning. Let's get a good firm spot for our tripod to sit. That light is absolutely gorgeous, man. I mean, the way that the fog and this like layer of mist is just like setting a beautiful atmospheric background for us. You got these loons over here on the water. people going by on the bike path in the distance, you get these clouds that are just absolutely stunning. The colors here, which I'm not holding out hope for, because colors tend to, I don't know, go anywhere when you shoot expired film, especially color positive. So who knows what these colors are going to be like, but an absolutely atmospheric filled image. So dramatic. And it's so simple. It's really not a great composition, if I'm honest. It's probably one of my weakest compositions, but the atmosphere is really all that you need sometimes. Joel Meyerowitz just did like a talking head cell phone interview with a guy at a gallery showing, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, but Joel was like, the best piece of advice I can give any new photographer is that whatever you see, photograph it. Trust your instinct. If it made you turn your head and made you think for even just a second, it's worth capturing. And this is one of those moments that sometimes when I'm in the middle of a project, I have images in my head already that I want to make. It's just a matter of actually trying to execute that. But in times like this, where there's nothing but time, nothing but instinct, and nothing but creativity, just allowing me to flow naturally, sometimes it's when you get your best images. And I don't know if this is one of my best images, but it was certainly worth photographing. Man, I could just drink that in. But I do want to talk a little bit about what Josh touched on earlier in the video about expired film. It being a fun excuse to get out and make some images. And otherwise, the film is destined for the trash cans. And I think it's a great point because it's a finite resource. Once it's gone forever. It's never gonna come back. So I understand the appeal there, but you'll see in film shops, photo shops, that they often sell expired film for super cheap. And the reason is because it's not very good. It's gonna give you bad results. And the fresh film that's sitting on their shelves is going to give you good results. Stuff that you can use for your portfolio, things that you can use for a book, things that you can do real legitimate professional work with. Whereas expired film, completely unpredictable, and you don't know what you're going to get. So there's pros and cons to both, but the truth is, for me, I've been working on this summer project and it's been a slog. It's a struggle to be able to document in the heat. I'm having a hard time composing my thoughts, honestly. It's so hot. And there are times where you can't just overwhelm yourself with completing a project. You need to take a step back, a day off, a week off, whatever it is, and just find something fun and enjoyable to pass the time. And shooting this old film on a day like today has certainly been fun. What I'm trying to get is these office buildings and these really, really tinted windows, but you get these incandescent tube lighting all throughout. It looks kind of interesting, but I'm gonna have to obviously crop this thing out. It's a 2-minute exposure to try to get the interior as properly exposed as possible, but most likely not. But now we're in the sort of center of Providence, the old section of Providence, and there's a lot to see, there's a lot to do, and the sun is setting, and I've got one more shot after this one. So we had a beautiful storm come in as we got into the city, got a shot of the Capitol building, and then moved on down, got some more images next to the ocean side, the shoreline, and then went out of the city a little bit, still technically Providence, but out by the old Metacomet golf course, and grabbed a beautiful sunset through some trees, saw a rainbow, saw a couple rainbows actually, and now we're trying to get some slightly different stuff to try to put this film through its paces a little bit. And honestly, I'm just trying to let my creativity go. Whatever I see, I'm gonna grab. And this just kind of sparked my curiosity. You can see I got some tilt, some rise. I don't know if this is gonna be any good. All right, well, we got our last composition set up, and it's really one of those photographs that I really never take. I was actually going to go to school here. This is Johnson in Wales, which is a culinary academy primarily. And yeah, 18-year-old Bob was very excited about the potential for being a chef. And I don't know, I guess reality set in when I shadowed with an actual executive chef and realized the amount of time and effort that goes into every single day. So I was like, yeah, you know what, that's not for me. I'm much like a wild animal. Take the path of least resistance sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. So this is our last composition, and we got the smokestack, the 3 smokestacks from the Providence power plant off in the distance. Nice little sunset kind of coming and going, and boy, did it get real muggy. I'm sticky and gross, but it is what it is, right? Now the noise I've been waiting for all day. The forever advance. God. There's nothing better than shooting an entire roll of film. And there's no worse feeling than when you get home and you go, I've got like 2 shots left, and then you forget, and then you open up the film back and you lose your shot, or kind of lose your mojo, or you get a different idea and things don't really work out. But it's always a nice thing to have happen when you can complete an entire roll, get everything you were looking for, hopefully, call it a day.